True Blue Nation. Dodgers Report.
Mike Hazen has his phone burning up in the desert, and that directly affects our planning in Los Angeles. We are talking about January 6th, 2026, and the situation involving Ketel Marte has changed shape. Steve Adams from MLB Trade Rumors dropped the info that teams from all over the league are calling the Arizona Diamondbacks, and unlike in previous years where the door was shut, now there is a crack open. Hazen didn't say in exact words that he wants to trade his best player, but he admitted he is listening to proposals. That is executive code for make me an offer I can't refuse. The interest in Marte has exploded in recent weeks because the free agent class for second base and infield is shallow, and he brings an offensive consistency that few possess. He was a three-time All-Star, has 2 Silver Sluggers on the shelf, and hit .283 on average over the last 3 seasons. The guy is a switch hitter, hits for power, and plays solid defense. At 32 years old, he isn't a gamble, he is a certainty. What makes this situation complex for any team, including if Andrew Friedman is poking around, is the contract. Marte has $102.5 million guaranteed for the next 6 seasons. Let's go to the exact numbers that weigh on the payroll. $15 million in 2026, $12 million in 2027, going up to $20 million in 2028 and $22 million in both 2029 and 2030. The last year still includes a player option. It is a long financial commitment for an athlete who will pass 35 years of age during the deal, but the talent justifies the immediate risk. Arizona isn't desperate. They don't need to sell cheap. Hazen said last week that he expects to resolve this soon, which sounds like an ultimatum for interested teams to put their best offers on the table now or forget the subject until the trade deadline. Their posture is one of control, but we know that where there is smoke and constant calls from rival GMs, there is usually a negotiation boiling behind the scenes. Subscribe to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report right now so you don't miss any of the backstage details that the mainstream media lets slip by. We live and breathe Dodgers here, so hit that button and join the Blue Crew. The big question for us, Dodger fans, and for the rest of the league, is the acquisition price in talent, not just in money. The D-backs front office was very clear about what they want in return if they decide to move their starting pitchers ready for the major leagues. No A-ball prospects that will take 3 years. They want arms that can step into the rotation tomorrow and compete. Steve Adams reported that they already talked to the Tampa Bay Rays about a package that involved Ryan Pepiot and Shane Baz before Baz was shipped to the Orioles. This draws the treasure map for anyone who wants Marte. You need to have pitching depth to spare to trade. Teams that are in win-now mode but possess a robust pitching development system and are the only logical partners. We know that Los Angeles has pieces that fit this profile, but reinforcing a direct division rival by handing over young, controllable pitchers is a dangerous move that demands cold analysis. Handing elite pitchers to Arizona is giving ammunition to the enemy to use against us 19 or 20 times a year. But look at the other side of the coin, taking their best hitter and putting him in our lineup. It is complicated chess. Hazen knows that Marte's value is high, and for now, he remains a Diamondback. But with the pressure of the calls increasing and Arizona's need to stabilize their rotation, something could break. The market is moving fast, and this resolution soon that Hazen mentioned could be the domino waiting to fall to define the National League West rosters. If they don't get the top-tier pitching they desire, Marte stays. If they do, the division dynamic changes instantly. I want to hear from you, Blue Crew fan. Seeing what Arizona is asking for, young MLB-ready pitchers, would you have the guts to build a package to pry Ketel Marte from a division rival and bring him to Los Angeles? Or is the risk of strengthening their rotation and taking on this long contract too high? Leave your direct opinion down below, straight up.